Hello and welcome back to another Esports Rundown on January 31st, 2025, last day of January. Lots of stuff has been going on in esports. I will not kind of meander with this intro. Fun games, not a lot. We have Big Bang 6. It's a tournament in Leon, Mexico. More of a minor tournament. Kusanagi is going to be there, so still going to be good players. And then Divine Exorcist, it was Tekken World Tour. So it's like, there are going to be good players. This will be a good KOF tournament. Like, KOF is amazing in Mexico. Obviously, there's a SNK final opportunity. So if you're a King of Fighters fan, this is your watch. And then if I can get back to the main screen, we also have the Cayenne Cup in Paris. This is an ALGS event. So this is for AWT finals for Grand Blue, and then for Guilty Gear it's just for points. But there still is going to be a good amount of notable people joining, but it is mostly a EU tournament. So yeah, fighting games, not a lot. Don't want to ramble too much, because I tend to do that with fighting games. Smash, pretty much nothing. Again, we got Genesis in the next coming week or 2 weeks, I think. So that will be very fun. We're gonna go to COD because COD has started their major. I didn't realize it was already happening. Obviously Madrid, Spain. I believe I did mention that, and it is interesting. I don't know how they're feeling, but I do know one of the Royal Ravens players had a sty, and they also believe it might be a staph infection, so there's a little worry around there. I don't know for sure what's going on with them, but I hope there's a good update. It seems like they are playing. They did 3-0 Falcons, which I know isn't really that crazy, but hopefully they're doing well. Miami upsetting Texas was the big story yesterday. Crazy map 5. No, not map 5. It was map 4. Yeah, map 4 was crazy. This was so close. I was about to be like, I know it was a hard one. It wasn't map 5. This was so close for Texas to be able to win it, but Heretics did kind of clutch it out. Yeah, it was a fun series to watch the highlights of because I missed it. But yeah, LA Thieves beat Carolina, which that I think would be expected. Same with Ultra over Surge, and then FaZe over Breach. I believe this is later. Yeah, this is tomorrow. And I believe we're just finishing out these today, right? Yeah. So obviously this is going on right now. I might check back later to see the result. But yeah, so Carolina was able to take down Vegas. Rocker took down Surge, which again, I don't think there's really any big surprises. This Texas one could be or other than the Optic Texas, but like, if Texas just lose this, then, you know, that's just a disappointing tournament from them. And that's all it is. Like, especially losing to LA, like, the Gorillas are not very good. So it's like, dropping to the Heretics, who people already thought weren't that good, and then dropping to Texas, that'd be very rough for Optic fans and just Optic Call of Duty. I will check back probably towards the end. Actually, let me just refresh just in case. I will be having that on my other screen actually. But yeah, let's just move on. Where do we want to go next? Let's go Overwatch. Overwatch NA is starting in a few minutes. EMEA is starting in a few minutes. NA will be starting later today. Korea and Japan and Pacific have already been going on. So just getting the regular season. Looking at Japan, I believe we looked at some of the results. Actually, no, we didn't. Yeah, Pharrell lost to Niam, which I believe Niam was a very good team last year, so it's like, I still have hope for Pharrell. But yeah, I Japanese Overwatch, I think, is going to be a very top heavy system, I think. Could be wrong, but yeah. So these were your results. Vortex beating Hayabusa, Inferno, and then Pharrell losing to Nam. Vortex losing to Nam. Hayabusa losing to Nam. Yeah, they're looking very, very good. Surprising Pharrell, and only played one match, but that's whatever. And then on the other side, a Plum Tiger, I'll learn to use this at some point, being Insomnia. And then Lazuli also beating Insomnia, and then Undercat. And the fact that two teams also haven't played is kind of crazy over here, but whatever. Yeah, again, as much as I hate to say it, the real one is Korea. Not real one, that's a bad way to say it. The interesting one and the highest level Overwatch is Korea. And so I believe last time we looked, it was like this. So, Wei took down VEC, which, yeah, they're just VEC. I was like, I'm pretty sure they were. Wasn't an acronym. But Zeta took down in T1 in a very, very entertaining match. T1 then immediately bounced back, so you're not really too worried about them. And then no real big hitters have played against each other again. FTG played Zeta well. Who's on FTG? Because I feel like they're a solid team. Yeah, that was the prop team, yeah. So they're looking good. But they've gotten unlucky with just having to play really good teams early. But yeah, so we will be having T1 versus New Era, Way, CR, FTG, PR. This will be probably the match of the week. Zeta versus Falcons will be a very fun one, and again, kind of telling on who will be wearing all that stuff. And then next week, I'm circling T1 Crazy Raccoon. That'll be a fun one. Is that like reasonable time? It's not. Okay, I probably won't be awake for that. And then Falcons T1 will also be a very, very good match. I'll look at Pacific. There's been like one match, so yeah, it's nothing really. Wait, oh, okay. Oh, Miku Fan Club is abbreviated. I was like, wait, where? I knew that's like the one team I know. They won their match. Let's just get this. Yeah, Trap 12 beat AXO. Miku Fan Club 3-0'd the Maingung. Which, okay. Monstar Gaming beat Fade, and then 99 Divine beat Full House. And I believe, yeah, that's it for this week. They go slow. So round 6 is on February 6th, and then yeah, every week they play all in one day, which is kind of crazy, but sure. Let's go. That's about it for Overwatch. Oh no, I should like preview the regular season and show what matches are out for EMEA. Yeah, so we're starting off with an absolute gigabanger in EMEA with Genji versus Vert Pro. Quad versus Peps is gonna be a very, very telling match because Quad looked really good in the qualifiers, but Peps I think has a little more experience. Ultimates for Sakura should kind of be a blowout. Genji versus Twisted Mind, another banger. Ultimates versus Bit Pro, another absolute banger. So very good European Overwatch. The next week doesn't look as good, so you're getting a lot of good matchups here, and then kind of a break here. And then for NA, NTL versus Timeless, SSG versus MTMR. Team TL and SSG should probably kind of win those, being the partner teams and having kind of the best rosters. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried without them. It's Avidity, right? Yeah, Avidity is playing Amplify. Rad's playing Shinigami. Timeless MTR and Shinigami versus Amplify. And this is the one you're circling. It's the only time I'm playing the regular season. It's gonna be early, so kind of the wonder is if Optic Texas did just win, by the way. But yeah, so you're wondering kind of, will this be telling on how this will play in the playoffs, or is it just gonna be early season jitters and new teams and all that stuff? So be fun to watch. I'm not gonna put too much stock into it because obviously it's long season, long year. And that's Overwatch. Let's go to Rainbow Six has the Invitational starting this week. I'm just gonna kind of mention that this weekend. Or no, I think they start Monday. Yeah, they start Monday. Sorry, not this weekend. But yeah, so that will be starting this Monday with a group stage. Here are your groups. This is the one I'm most sad about because they have 3 of my favorite teams. And then G2 lucks out probably with the best possible group they could have gotten. So, I'll talk more about it, especially after the group stage and after watching that and kind of learning more about it. I think I'm gonna leave Apex for last. So we'll skip over that for a second. And we're gonna go to Dota because Dota was still Fissure, but they did have a big thing happen, so we'll mention that in a bit. But going down to the bracket stage, Tundra took down Heroic and then Spirit, who took down Paravision. BetBoom kind of squeaked one out against Talon, same with Falcons over Liquid, which Falcons then kind of killed Boom. Heroic got knocked out 0-2, unfortunately, same with Liquid, and we got some good lower bracket matches between BetBoom, Paravision, and then Team Spirit versus Talon. This has been fun to watch. I still really don't know much about it, but it's been very fun. I highly suggest trying to learn it. But yeah, there's game going on right now as well, so these will be happening, I believe, and concluding this weekend. I was right. So Sunday will be grand final, I assume. And it is in Belgrade, so yeah, it's in Belgrade. So for any NA frogs, it is going to be early for you. Yeah, and then I want to mention ESL 1 has some controversy. Navi is no longer here. There was apparently a smoke bug that, up to what ESL says, Navi Jr. was using it more or better than the other teams. So Abyss gets the spot. Abyss was the team that Navi beat in the qualifier, so it's not like they just gave it to an arbitrary team. But Navi was not happy about it. They put out a public statement. I believe they're going to try and fight it behind the scenes, but I don't think anything's going to happen with it. I think they probably already tried to fight it and lost. So yeah. And that's huge for just like circuit points, huge for money. Like that's going to affect them a lot. Because even if you got just dead last, you get 15k. That's a lot of money. They're pretty much 25k because the team gets it, and then that's player money. So that's crazy impactful. I don't think Navi will be too affected by it, but again, you never really want to see that. So, unfortunate for them. I don't know enough to really have an opinion on it, but I think the admins should have caught it sooner. That's the only thing I could say. It's like if the people use, because it's apparently 30 teams used a smoke bug, so it's like if 30 teams are using the smoke bug, the admins gotta catch it. That's on them. Also, just don't be exploiting bugs, personally. So moving on. Let's go down to League. League has been a little bit of a break in a few reasons because of Lunar New Year. So China's been off entirely. I think South Korea started back up today, so we'll kind of just mention that. I believe I mentioned Smash was playing. I think I did. I probably meant Smash was playing. He looked good. He played again in the Nongshim series, looked good in that, but really no surprises after in the day of coming back. Like HLE kind of taking care of DRX isn't surprising. KT beating DNF, I think it's disappointing for DNF because I think a lot of people wanted them to be better, and the fact that most likely Fredit, I actually don't know how that will work, but the fact that they're even considered or in the same conversation as Bro, and if Bro win a game against DK, then they move on and DNF and DRX are gone. So I think if that's how it works, I don't know. But yeah, so like it's kind of disappointing from them. I know, and like they've taken games off and they lose. Like I think they just shouldn't have lost against DRX. I think that's the big one you look at. Because the rest you're kind of like, okay. And then if you want to try and compete for these playoff spots, you gotta beat KT. And then this will be a banger tomorrow morning. T1 versus Genji is always a pleasure, especially getting to see new look T1 against Genji. I don't think it'll be too telling because I'm not sure how serious T1's taking this, but it'll be a fun match, and obviously they do hate each other, so they will be trying to win, but I don't know if Gumiyoshi is back or if they are sticking with Smash for actual performance reasons, stuff like that. DK should beat Bro, and then this will be a toilet bowl match pretty much. You just kind of want to see some life from Nongshim, really, be my thought. Going to Pacific, had a little bit more games happen over here. DFM took down Chiefs in 2-1 fashion, which for me as a DFM fan, a little worried because... Oh no, I think I talked about that last week. I don't know, but you needed them to do better than that. Yeah, I think I talked about these. Only thing I think I missed was Team Secret. Yeah, Team Secret beating the Chiefs, and then Talon beating DFM again. They've been paused for Lunar New Year as well, so they obviously won't be coming back until next week. EMEA is boring. Well, talk about it anyway, because I like my problem with the EMEA is just their format sucks. It's so bad. Every other league has a better format. I think just kind of finishing off where I was last week. Yeah, GX over Heretics, Vitality over G2, or Fnatic over G2 was kind of a big one, but again, it's this regular season nonsense, and I just really hate this format. I love VMEA, but the format's so bad. I am a certified best of one hater. But they will be starting back up tomorrow, finishing out their regular season, and then hopefully we actually get into some fun League of Legends in EMEA. I'm not going through all these matchups. It's actually I'll just BS over SK, GX over Fnatic, G2 over Rogue, Heretics lose to Koi, and then KC over Vitality. Ooh, I think Rogue beats SK, GX beat BDS, Fnatic loses to KC, I think. Vitality beats Heretics. I think Koi beats G2. I don't think G2 looks great. I'm also probably higher on Koi than most people. GX beats Vitality, Koi beats Rogue, KC beats BDS, G2 beats Heretics, and then Fnatic beats SK. There we go. In the LTA, get to talk about the upper side because I knew what was going on over here last week. Liquid took care of Dignitas. Certainly looked good. That's pretty much all I can say about Dignitas. And then 100 Thieves just kind of took care of DSG. It really wasn't that good of a game. So, just hopefully these groups of matches are better. Again, I do think Shopify is probably better. Like for me, I would say Shopify is probably the 5th team. But I do think this is kind of like the clear top 4 of the region. And I don't blame Leon. They have not been really able to scrim. So, for me, I think it's just they need to get used to each other. Get used to being in the LTA North. and kind of settle in for next split, and hopefully they can do stuff. And then in the South, Leviathan beat Keed, Pain beat Loud. I think those happened already. Isurus kind of upset Furia. Or Isurus Estral. I don't want to remove Estral. Kind of upset Furia. And then Rankinen's Takaya Fluxo. So I think for the big thing, these two Furia avoiding Keed and Loud is very good, because I do think Keed is a good team. I believe. Oh wait, yeah, Keed does have Trimby, so I think Keed is a pretty good team. I also think Loud is not bad of a team. I don't think Winsome's that good personally, but like Tinones and Robo have kind of like ran that region, and that's pretty much my. And then I do know Pain, yeah, Pain with Titan, kind of carrying that team. And the Isra says Jose Dioto and Bertle, who I root for them. But the problem is I just don't root for this org, and so it's kind of that weird dichotomy of do I root for the team or the org. But yeah, that's what's happening at LTA. It's happening again this weekend as well, February 2nd, and then February 1st. I don't think they have any other games, right? Oh, February 2nd is also the winners. Wait. That can't be right. Really? I don't like that. That's some bad scheduling right there. But whatever. So probably somewhere for LTA North. So that's like let's go to Valorant. China's already wrapped up, so don't need to talk about them again. Americas hasn't done anything yet, but we do still have the matchups for next week, where it's Loud vs Sentinels. I think Sentinels should kill. This one will be fun. G2 versus Leviathan. This one, EG versus MIBR will be very interesting, because I think both teams are in kind of a state of, are they good or are they, I don't want to say frauds, but like overhyped. So yeah, I think that will be very interesting to watch, and I think NRG should just absolutely smoke Crew. MEA is also going on right now. Again, you can probably tell by the times I'm recording. Now from what we missed, Team Vitality took down Footballists. Again, these two games were pretty not really close. Heretics kind of took care of business. Fanatics, I think I talked about this already. Oh no, Fanatics took care of business with Gentlemates. TL did take down GX, so it's really unfortunate for them. And Footballists actually look like they're gonna upset Fnatic right now, 13-10. I don't know whose map picks. Oh wait, Footballists did pick Abyss, so if Fnatic loses on Fracture, that's when I'd actually be worried for Fnatic, and they'd be out of the tournament technically anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then BBL TL will be later today. And then Pacific, we had some matches last night. We had the absolute bangers last night. T1 versus Talon kind of came down to the wire. T1 did not look good on Bind, but they kind of took care of business everywhere else. Yeah, that was a fun game. And then this game was closer than I think the score says, to give Genji some credit. But DRX, even if you think like roster-wise they downgrade, it always feels like they know what they're doing and they'll have it figured out. And I believe that this game is Monday. No, these games are Monday. Oh, that's crazy. So the what Nongshim RRQ went, and then that DFM versus PaperX. I think everyone's expecting PaperX to win. I don't think DFM has a chance. I just want them to look good. Nongshim versus RRQ. I think this is a big test more for Nongshim. They've only really felt comfortable on Neon comps, so I think people expect a little bit better from them this season. So you want to be able to see them on more and do more, and especially with going into Talon, in the next next round, like you could easily see them getting into the lower semis. So like this side of the bracket is much easier than the Paper X Gen G side. So yeah, that'll be very fun. I think this is the game I'm circling, because either that means Paper X won and this is Gen G Paper X, which will be a banger, or DFM upset Paper X and you want to see if that's a fluke or not, and that hopefully makes this game super good. That is about it for Valorant. I'm not going through any of the VCLs or anything like that. Nothing of note in the Challenger series that I've seen. So we're gonna go straight over to Counter-Strike with IEM Katowice. We're getting pretty much all the way through the group stage, or yeah, the play-in. Sorry, not group stage. As can I get this on to one? I can. Nice. Sweet. Heroic looked good against Team Liquid, being able to take down NA's like super team, and then they just they lost it. I don't know what happened. They played internal final like not terribly. They played them close, obviously losing both, and then they just get dog walked down here by Big. Like it wasn't even close. So I don't know what happened to Heroic through this tournament. Definitely a disappointment for them. Is this like a tech pause or something? This has been 0-1 for a while. Or are they just not updating? They're just not updating. I'll check HLTV on the other screen. Because I feel like that game should be over. But yeah, going through the others, 3D Max did take down MIBR in the upper bracket, and they took care of FlyQuest. Again, FlyQuest, unfortunate, but nothing you're too surprised about. Vert Pro 2-0'd MIBR, so this is a duo. So yeah, unfortunate for MIBR, like, again, similar to Heroic, they won their match and then just immediately lost two, so that's... I think it's a shame because Vert Pro probably is one of the better teams, and having to face them in the loser bracket is just rough. I think it's a similar situation for TL with Complexity and Wildcard. Like, having to face those teams in the lower bracket is going to be not what you wanted to see. Like, you probably, for both teams, rather play Heroic. I know that Heroic just beat TL, but whatever. You'd probably rather play Heroic or Complexity as wildcard. So, and then Pain did upset Vert Pro, but then lost to Gamer Legion immediately, so we'll see how they'll do against Astralis. It is currently 7-0, or 7-3 in Astralis' favor. And then wildcard, Team Liquid, the NA team kill. Very sad to see, but starting to seed this a little bit. I think this EF Team Falcons game is going to be really fun. I think 3D Max having to play Vitality, that's just the worst draw they could get. Same with Fury having to play Navi. Mouse vs. Gamer Legion should be close. So I believe that is happening. They don't have the matches set. I think that should be happening throughout the week. Give it a little bit of break, but yeah, throughout the week there'll be group stage matches. Probably should have waited until we figured out who would win, but I think the favorite would be just saying Liquid and Astralis get through. Be my thought. As we go to, I think that's everything in Rocket League. Had some qualifiers and some big drama happen in Rocket League. I want to start with that. North America is starting tonight, I think, technically, or tomorrow. One of them. There was a problem with Smash. Or Start to GG, not Smash. On too old that I call it Smash.gg still. Teams signed up for the tournament, and they thought they were completely fine and that they were in it, and they kind of got blindsided that they weren't. Like I think it's I forgot the team name. It was something. It was some Hawk Tua joke, but it was Hawk, Calm, and someone else. Prince got their seasons ruined because of this bug. Like, it was made well known by AlphaCat, the content creator, which, like, hey, whatever, content creator doesn't get in, that sucks. But like, when Calm, this like eternal professional in this scene, and his team gets literally just inted by the site, and they don't do anything, is just absolutely crazy to me. It's a huge disappointment. It's a huge stain on RLCS, in my opinion. And it's just that, like, the organizers, I want them to put some love and care into this, because it doesn't, or not even organizers, because I think the organizers do. I don't think they're getting enough resources. I don't know the full problem, but I love Rocket League. My Twitch name is LankRL for a reason. I've made money in this game. I technically, I guess, I would count as a semi-professional at a time. It's a shame. It really, really is. But with that ramble out the way, going to Europe, we have the Swiss stage already complete, and we're going, because I think this is mostly no surprises. Kyle mode going out, I think, would be the only big one, because I think that's, if I remember correctly, that's Scope Ghosting? Yeah, it is. Be the only surprise, but like he's kind of fallen off a bit. Going down to the brackets with the Group A bracket. NIP taking care of business. Them being able to, if they are able to clutch it out against Team Vitality, that will be huge and a really big confidence boost for them going into this weekend. Caliente going down already is a little unfortunate. I think they got, like, it's not a start point, I don't even know. The Chronic's good, but they shouldn't have lost that. If I'm thinking of the right team, Caliente, yeah, Caliente should have won that. But just getting unfortunate, kind of having to run into NIP. GK took care of business with RRG, did lose to NIP, but again, they seem to kind of be on a heater and are already qualified for playoffs. So good for them. On the B side of the bracket, we got Dig kind of running through. Same with Carmine Corp. Gentlemates get rolled over by Carmine Corp, which definitely would be surprising. But yeah, Carmine Corp's probably going to win this one, kind of keeping the status quo. But both of them are already qualified into the upper bracket, so you're not really too worried about these two matches. On the bottom side of this bracket, I think it's, you'd probably say easily 100%, and Gentlemates get through, but against Rocket League, you never know. But I believe this will be finishing up by the end of this weekend. It is, so lots of good Rocket League. Highly suggest watching it. Rocket League is always great. Getting to watch these 4 or 5 teams play against each other all the time is going to be really fun to watch for the rest of the season. Even put Geek in there. They have a good roster. So, yeah, that'll be finishing up this weekend. I'm going to go to South America. I believe they are in a similar spot, but they haven't started playing yet in terms of the group stage. So having Furia and Team Secret in the same side of the bracket is very interesting. You can see them probably play twice, because I would assume they play, or that they will make it to the finals. And UK's team's Moonrise. I thought they had did they not have a different team name? Oh, it was for like a weekend they were Shaman. Okay, I was about to say, like, what? I need to figure out what happened there, but Yeah, so Moonrise is also on that side of the bracket, so that's kind of fucking stacked. But yeah, it'll be lots of good Rocket League. This will be starting later today, so probably by the time I upload this, it'll probably be going on. And yeah, so catch it. If not, Saturday, Sunday will be the continuation of these, and obviously Sunday will be grand finals. Yeah. I believe I can go to APAC? Question mark? Yes, APAC has gone through. And not really many surprises. 90 plus 70, being able to take down Elevate, kind of is, but both of them get into upper bracket anyway, so I guess as Elevate you don't really want to play Luminosity, but with the way this system works, it's like, okay, you have to play an extra game. Oh well. Kinotrope is in a similar situation where they did lose to Luminosity in the upper bracket, so now they have to go in the lower bracket, and we'll see if they're able to perform better. I really hope they do, because I kind of want to see them do well. But different supporting cast than last time. 90 plus 70 is pretty much all EU team except for Kevin. Rounds didn't do well. They did well last time around. Is that who am I missing? Jungle Juicers. Okay. That feels like an NA team. Nope, NA EU. Thanks. We love APAC sometimes. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so that was APAC. I believe that is it. Unless OC's played, or are they just... Yeah, OC is just going to be doing qualifiers. So OC is doing their qualifiers, NA's doing their qualifiers. Yeah, Mina, I think, is doing their qualifiers right now. That is correct. And then SSA, I believe, is in their tournament, but no, SSA is doing their qualifiers. So, if you want to watch like the top level, it'll be EU, APAC, or South America. The rest will be the next upcoming week, because they'll be doing their qualifiers. Qualifiers are still fun, but overall, for me, I really prefer watching like the top level. And already 37 minutes in, we finally get to Apex Legends. And oh, has Apex been fun to watch. This is my first like Apex Worlds I'm really paying attention to, and man, I'm a fucking fan. So I think this is just the best way to talk about where people are right now. At this point, we've went through the group stage and then elimination round 1. The big shocks are NRG and NIP losing out, and tragically for NRG, they've been just kind of screwed with computer problems throughout the weekend. Fun's computer has broke twice. So yeah, just very unlucky for them. And then also for NRG, they tied with Team Burger in points. They were both 41 to 41, but NRG had a lower placing, average placing, or highest placing, sorry. Even though they had 13 more kills. It's 29 to 16 in kills. So, kind of crazy there. But we do have GHS, LG, Orgos, and Hungary making it through. They looked those top 3 looked really good. Envy, DSG, and FaZe looked good in like games. They'd have like one game where they looked pretty good, and then the rest they just like didn't really do much. But again, with the nature of Apex, it all changes on the day. We'll be having the winner bracket and the loser round 2, and then finals on Saturday night for NA. Winner bracket, there's not really too many surprises. Noctum doing as well as they did, I think, would be the surprising part. They looked really good. They were like the silent assassins. Like they, I'd watch an Ice Week stream and they'd not be watching them at all, and then like until the last fight where they just have won, and then they've like, you look at their KP, it's like they've gotten like 7 kills that you just miss. It's crazy. So yeah, Fnatic has looked really good, especially in front of the home crowd. SR seems to be consistent as ever. So yeah, they've been doing really well. I'll go through the group stage, I guess, a little bit more in detail, just showing these points. Yeah, C9 definitely got carried by this A versus C matchup. But hey, all it takes is one really good set. Like, you allowed to lay egg like 100 Thieves did in that A versus C set. Vert Pro, I'm a huge fan of because Vert Pro has done some insanity in with their strats. Is like one of their strats is game 2 of this set, I believe. B versus D. They like were trying to get one of the cars, and so like they sprint over and then just end their entire game based off if they got the car or not. It was super fun to watch. So yeah, and this is why we're really happy about this group's like the way that this format is because it gives all these teams a chance in the elimination stage. Because for instance, these 4 teams all next to each other, these 5 teams all got through. GHS looked really good. They looked a lot more comfortable. They looked a lot more kill hungry too. Orgos and Hungry were, I think, just the most dominant in that set. LG was always there. They'd always get like towards the final end, get a few kills. They didn't seem too dominant. I believe they won one. And then FaZe also won one. So it's why I think I really love this format of being able to have the lower bracket and not just like, hey, do you guys have 2 bad days? You're done. Looking forward to the winners bracket winners bracket. It is 8 games, so there's a lot of Apex to be played. I think the big one I'm looking at is making sure, like, is seeing how Fnatic performs, especially against all these good teams. As they've looked phenomenal. I think CR has had a quiet tournament. They haven't looked as good as I think a few people thought they were going to. So see if they can turn it around. And just kind of seeing where everyone shapes up. Like, yeah, group stages do help, but again, I think consistency is a weird thing in Apex, especially with all these drafting, launch positions and all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of variance. I highly suggest watching. It's super fun. I've enjoyed every single game I've watched. They've been super fun overall. Cannot recommend it more, and I will probably talk a little bit more in depth about the finals. But yeah, my teams to watch out for would be Fnatic. They've been phenomenal. It would be Fnatic, SR. Honestly, 100 Thieves. I think I put them in there, and then Alliance have been just they've been really good. Noctum could be a dark horse, but I think they'll probably come down a little bit. Be my hot take. So, that being said, I think that is it. I thought I'd talk about ALGS a little bit more, but it's pretty self-explanatory when I just showed the results. Yeah, been very fun to watch. I highly suggest it. And I think that is it. I don't think I'm missing any esport. I think we did it all. So yeah, thank you all for watching. A ton of esports to watch this weekend. A ton of esports to watch in general in this beginning of the year. It's been super fun. If you liked this video, you guys know what to do. I don't need to fucking tell you, you're not children. If there's, again, any suggestions, I do really appreciate it. I'm trying to work on this and kind of get it better every week. And if there's esports you want me to watch that I don't really have up here, please let me know. I might consider it, depending on the esport. I need to be interested in it. Or want to try and get an interest in it. But yeah, I think that's all from me. So watch ALGS and have a wonderful weekend.